Recording. Okay, so I know a lot of you are newer that are on here right now, but I was going to talk about what I learned at conference, and then I'm also going to, I think tomorrow I'm going to make a video for like newbies, and then that'll help with training you guys. So this is going to be more about conference, and then I'll make a video to send to everyone about like the basics and where to start. I talk to most of you guys every single day and help you guys as much as I can. But so tonight I'm just going to talk about everything that I learned at conference. Not everything, because it was a whole weekend. And if you're new, conference is just, we have it once a year. This was my first one because I haven't even been in a full year yet. And it's just all the distributors and the CEO and everybody just like giving us tips about everything. They made a bunch of announcements and crazy things like that. So my biggest getaway from it was that you need to go to conference if you can next year. I know a lot of you guys are newer, so you guys didn't really have the option to go this year, but we also have other events like green carpets. I would look around your area to see if there's any events around you, because once you're around those people with the same goals in mind, or like the same, I don't know what I'm trying to say, like the same things like that we all want to do, and once you're around those people, it just makes it so much more exciting, and you learn so much just from people getting up there and talking. They have panels and they talk about social media, how to message people. They give you guys examples and just different things like that, which I took notes, so I will give you guys some examples that I learned. So I'm just going to get started on that. So one of the big things that they talked about was selling samples. So what I do every month, I run my auto shipment and get coffee, and now we have chocolate greens on the go, which they talked about as well, because the coffee and chocolate greens go really well together. If somebody doesn't like the coffee, or doesn't like coffee like in general, they're probably going to like our coffee. I don't know if you guys have all tried it yet or not. If not, I don't like black coffee, but I love the keto coffee. I can't have the greens in it, but I heard it's more like of a mocha taste when you add the chocolate greens to it. So their tips, hold on, I have it on my phone in my notes. So when you're talking to somebody like about coffee, like about the keto coffee, and they don't want to start as a loyal customer, they don't want to commit to the 3 months because they're scared they're not going to like it, you can offer to sell samples of the keto coffee. How I do it is, I don't like to sell just one, because if one person, I didn't try, like I hated it the first time I tried it, and I just had to figure out how to make it to like a way that I liked it. So you can do one for $5 or 5 for $25 free shipping. Because I used to do 5 for 20, and then I'd make them pay $3 for shipping. So just 5 for 25. And then I like to add in just like one sample of the chocolate greens in that 5 for 25. Another person on stage at conference said it was $25 and she did 3 coffee and 2 greens. So you just have to figure out what works best for you and how you want to do it. Sorry, I'm trying to find my notes. And what I would do, I need to get better at organization. I'm not very good, but I'm working on it this year, is have like a notebook. And when people are interested in the coffee, make a list of like who's interested, obviously. And then you can make another list of who purchases the samples, so that when they do purchase the samples, you make sure they get them. Maybe explain to them how to make the coffee, because it is a little different. I don't know if you guys have tried it yet. It does have like MCT oil in it and grass-fed butter, so you have to use a frother or like mix it up really, really well. So you can either make a video to send to the people you sell samples to, or you can like make a little sheet to put in it and explain to them how to make it in like different steps. I think I'm gonna make a video. I haven't done it yet. Just make a video. How do you do what with the samples? Sell them? So back to the list, I'd make a list of who is interested, who purchases the samples, and then if they become a customer, make a list of those. And just by selling like the samples, you can buy them yourselves. But I don't know how to do this, but at conference they announced that people can purchase samples through your website now. I haven't figured that out. I need to look at it. Sorry guys, I needed some water. I think I'm getting sick, so bear with me. So how I do it is I purchase the coffee every month. We have an option of like the buy 3 get 1 free, so it's 4 bags of coffee. Obviously that's 60 total because 15 come in a bag. I'm not going to drink all that in a month, so I try to sell the other samples and they come individually packed. And when people want to buy them, I'll do the 5 for 25, and that covers shipping. So then I'll just package them in an envelope or whatever I have. Usually it's like an envelope or a bubble wrap envelope thing. And then I just have them Venmo me, PayPal, or on Facebook, they can pay that way too. So I just give them those 3 options, and whichever they feel comfortable using, they'll do that. And then once they pay me, I ask for their address, and then I send it within that week whenever I'm going to the post office. I try to go once a week. And then, so keep track of them on a list so that you can follow up and see how they like the coffee and if they're ready to purchase. And then my friend Stacy, I don't know if you guys see her on our team page of Kara's. Her name's Stacy Crown, and she has a Facebook page for her coffee people. That's something you can do. I haven't done that, but that's just a group. They do, anyone who buys coffee, she adds them to it. She asks them first because you don't want to overwhelm somebody and just add them to a group. And they just share different recipes and talk about how much weight they've lost or how they're feeling. She said it's really great for like retention, keeping like those customers. So that's something you guys could start since y'all all are newer. I thought about doing it. Eventually, I just haven't got around to it. And then you want to make sure that you're following up with the people who tried the samples, just saying, hey, how did you like your coffee? Maybe talk to them that whole week that they're trying it, if they're trying it like 5 days in a row, to see how they like it. If they don't like it, maybe you try to explain to them how to make it a different way. And I can help if you guys haven't tried the coffee yet, but you guys should all be getting it on your starter kits if you are newer. Okay, another big thing that they went over is upselling. So some people, like let's say, want to try our cleanse because they want to start losing weight. Well, our cleanse is great for like a restart, like a jump start to weight loss, but some people do lose 8 pounds, but it's more than likely not gonna happen. So you wanna like really get their goals and see maybe how much they're wanting to lose. They had a really good message in here. So like let's say you're talking to somebody about the cleanse and you're like, well, how much do you want to lose and do you like coffee? That is something that you could say, and then if they like coffee, you can talk about the coffee and adding that with the cleanse. Or if they don't like coffee, they can try some other products like the greens or our shakes. I'm trying to think what else. We have plenty of other weight loss products, and just really get to know what their goals are, so then you can really help figure out what kind of products are going to work best for them. And if you guys don't know, you guys can always screenshot me messages. I can help you with replying to them. If I don't reply right away, I try to, but sometimes it just doesn't always work out that way. You can always reach out to the Boss Babes group chat if you guys are in there. I think you guys all are. There's just so many resources for you guys to reach out to, but I'm always there, and just screenshot me a message and I can help you with that. But upselling is huge. Here's a message that one of the girls who upsells a lot gave us, and I can type this in the chat too. It's just, hey, so just so you know, doing this, you actually access my entire store, which is nearly 50% off. Would you like me to make a special order just for you? And then when they say yes, and like this is after you've got like their weight loss goals and like all that good stuff. And then she goes, I'm going to voice message you what I have. If you have any light bulb moments, let me know. So she'll go like through the coffee, explain what the coffee does, maybe go through the chocolate greens and explain what the chocolate greens like do. And then at the end of the conversation, if she's like, yeah, I want all that, and then you can say, okay, either I can place your order for you or I can send you my website if you're ready right now. What I've learned is you don't want to send your website until they're like absolutely ready to order, just so that you know that you're like not sealing the deal, but you just want to make sure it's getting done right away. Because I know from experience, if you just send them your website, they're going to wait a couple days. It's going to turn into weeks or months or even later. So you don't want to give out your website until you know that they're for sure ready to order. And then another thing is when you're talking to potential customers, you can possibly turn those customers into distributors. So a wording that somebody said on stage was, hold on, where did it go? It was like, would you rather, like, where is it? Hold on one second, you guys. Sorry, I should have got a notebook, but I took notes on my phone. Where'd it go? It's like, do you want to earn? Do you want to save or earn? There was another one. I can't think of what it was. It was so good. I just read it too. My goodness. What the heck? Oh, this is what it was. Do you want to spend, save, or earn? So if they want to spend, they're going to be doing retail customer, which is the full price. Saving, they would do the loyal customer, which is either the membership fee or trying for the 3 months. And the reason we do the 3 months is because we all know that weight loss, or if they're wanting to grow out their hair, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to happen in the first month. I mean, it can, like people lose weight in 5 days from the coffee. I've had a customer lose 8 pounds from 5 days of the coffee. So it does happen, but some people, it is going to take those 3 months consistently to see results. And that is the reason why we have that program in place. I know we have tried doing like a no fee, no commitments before, and they're running tests on that right now. We did it in October, so they're trying to see if that retention rate is still good. So it could change, but for now it's just the 3 months or the $50 membership fee or retail price. Okay, so that's upselling. The next one that they really talked about was social media, and they actually had somebody else from, not from It Works, come in and talk to us. And if you guys want to follow her on social media, her name's Julie Solomon. Spend, save, or earn. So like becoming a distributor. And then Julie Solomon was the speaker that came, and she was awesome. And she said, so when you're on social media, you want to like share your entire life. You don't want it all just to be It Works, because that's going to scare people away and people aren't going to want to follow that. They want to see people buy you, not the products. People are buying you. So there are plenty of It Works distributors out there. So you want to make sure you're being as authentic in yourself as you can be. So what she shared is just sharing your entire life. Be real. You don't always have to have your makeup done. If you're posting a picture, you don't have to look perfect. Like, show if you have kids, show your kids' life if you're comfortable with showing that on social media, of course. And when you're talking to people, just start the conversations more about them and not a robot. Like, I know sometimes I get in that where I'm just resending the same message over and over again, but sometimes it's better just to be real and ask them questions. Ask, hey, how was your day? Or how was your weekend? On Facebook, every day I go and I whoever's birthday it is, I'll send them a personal message and just say, "Happy birthday, hope you have a good day." People love that. Even if I don't know them, I'm still sending them that message, and if they don't reply, then they don't reply. Um, she said to take 5 minutes to learn more about them and who they are, and then ask them questions about themselves and, like, what you found on their profile. So if you are on Instagram, you can, like, look at their profile for a couple minutes and then send them a message and be like, "Oh my god, I love golden retrievers. I have a golden retriever." So let's say somebody had a golden retriever on their page, I could say, "Oh my gosh, your golden retriever is adorable. I have one too," or just start something like that and just be real with them. Um, and you wanna do less of the talking and more of the listening. If they don't ask you a question, let's say you're talking about the business. If they don't ask you a question, don't answer it. Just answer what they're saying and keep it simple. Um, I know sometimes I overcomplicate things, especially when talking about the business or a product. Just keep it simple. People would much rather hear something simple than way overcomplicated because it's gonna scare them away. Oh, okay, so that's more about social media, which I've talked about. I have other videos about it. And if you go follow Julie Solomon, she has podcasts. Um, I don't know if she has YouTube videos, but Instagram. She has like a training, I'm pretty sure that you can do. I'm not positive on that, but I know she has podcasts and she talks about social media a lot. So the last main thing that they talked about at conference was going live on Facebook. I know I still get nervous doing it. I am so shy, so I hate doing lives. I get nervous every time, but I still do them. Haven't done one in a while, so I'm planning on doing one tomorrow. And you can literally talk about anything. It doesn't have to be about the business. So let's say you are, I mean, I don't have kids, but if you have kids, you can post if you're at like a track or something sports related, you can go live about that. If you're maybe cooking dinner and want to share the recipe or share how you're cooking it, you can do that. And then other days you can talk about the business and what it's doing for you or what it's going to be doing for you. You can go live in the morning about making your coffee. I've done that before, or about any of the other products. So every time we come out with a new product, I like to go live about it and just talk about what it does, that I'm excited about it, and just things like that. And they just gave us a bunch of tips about going live is just just do it. um, and they gave us tips on like how to talk through the live. Like if you're talking about a product, you could say, if you want more info on this product, place it in the comments that you're interested and I'll send you a message. And then talk to them what it's going to do for them and how it will change their life. And before you go live, you can make a list about what you're going to talk about, just so like you're not sitting there and not having anything to say because you don't want to be awkward and be like, I don't know what I want to say. So just make sure you have like bullet points that you can look at to see, just to make sure you're like on track. Um, one of the girls said to ask questions during the live and to tell people to message you. And this is from Cheyenne Knox. She said, even if people aren't messaging her, she'll be like, "Oh, thanks, Miranda. I'll get back to you after this live." So you can do that and just like act like people are messaging you even though they're not. Another thing you can go live about, which I know Morgan likes to do this and I will do it with you soon, is go live with like a team member. Like you can have somebody and ask them questions, or like Morgan wants me to do one with her where she's going to ask me questions and I'll just talk about the business and what it's done for me. So if you guys want me to do that, I totally will. Just let me know ahead of time so I can be home or be ready for it. Oh, another thing you could lie about, Stacy likes to do this too, doing her hair because she's good at her hair. My other friend does her makeup. I'm not good at makeup, so I'm not going to go live about that. But just something that you're good at, go live about it. Um, Interviewing team members. Another thing that when you're talking about like the business and like saying that you're going to make this money, and I don't remember who said this, but I don't make money just by adding people. I'm successful if you are successful. So I'm going to give you 100% of my time. So some people think that this business, you just add people and you're automatically making money off them. But obviously, for you to be successful, the people under you have to be successful as well. So you're obviously going to help them be successful in this business and be successful um, with this whole time in this whole business. Sorry, guys, I got sidetracked. And I know a lot of people, I've seen a lot of lives this week about people thinking this is a pyramid scheme. And if people say that to you, just say, it's not a pyramid scheme. Those are illegal. Pyramid schemes don't sell products. That's all we do. We sell products. That's like our whole business. In pyramid schemes, this is so amazing to me that the top 3 income earner, the number 2 top income earner is under number 3. So obviously at any time, any of you can make more money than me, or I can make more money than Kara. So I just think it's crazy that people think that it's a pyramid scheme, and obviously everyone's gonna think it at some point. Like I did before I started, but obviously it's not. So you just kind of have to explain that to them, and if they're not listening, then just move on to the next person. Um, Another thing that she suggested was to, like on Sunday nights or Monday nights, plan out your week of posts. I don't do this very often. I'm just kind of a on the whim kind of person, post what I'm feeling that day, but I think it might work for some people. I'm gonna try it. I just never really have content during like on a Sunday saved. I just usually make it up as I go during the week. But if you are a planner, you can plan out all your posts on Sunday night so that you just have it ready to go and you can post it Monday morning, Monday night, and then you have something for Tuesday. I think there's an app that you can use for that. I'm not sure. I have one, it's called Plan, Plann, where you can like post, see how all your pictures will look together. I don't know if that's really helpful. I haven't used it, but I got that. Let me go back to my notes. And then she did suggest to make a business page on Facebook, which I don't think that's necessary. If you want, you totally can, but I don't think it is. She was just saying that on Facebook you can only have 5,000 friends and then you can't add any more. So if you reach that limit to make a business page, but I'm constantly going through and deleting people who aren't um, messaging me back or aren't ever going to buy the product. So I don't think that's, if you guys want to, you totally can, but I wouldn't suggest it. Okay, does anybody have any questions for me? Because that's all the conference goodness, besides all the announcements that they made. Um, I don't really know what a business page is. I don't know if you would have like, um, it works like, I don't know. I'd have to look into it. I can do that. I think you would just, I don't know if it's like different than normal Facebook or not, to be honest with you. But I can look into that and let you know. Okay, and then something else that I wanted to talk about tonight is sometimes this business is gonna be hard. It's simple, but sometimes it gets hard. Um, and it's really all about your mindset. So this is something I've been working on the past couple of days is just your mindset. You have to be um, making sure you're pouring into yourself, either reading a book, watching YouTube videos. I've been trying to write affirmations every morning. If you don't know what that is, it's just saying, like, I am an LC enrolling machine. I am bringing in this amount of money each month. You're just saying like things that you want to happen, but act like they are happening already. So I've been journaling that every morning before I look at my phone, because I don't want to start off my morning in a bad mood. So if like somebody were to message me something rude, I don't want to see that first thing when I wake up. So I just try to like get my mind right before I start messaging people back. And this business is 80% mindset and 20% work. So just make sure you're pouring into yourself. Watching YouTube videos, podcasts are really great too if you don't like reading. I know I hate reading, so yes, The Secret on Netflix is amazing. And Rachel Hollis, her Made for More documentary is on Amazon Prime. Me and Kara watched that today, and it was so good. It was so good. But yes, The Secret is amazing on Netflix. Another thing I've been doing is like journaling, just saying like, obviously this stuff hasn't happened, but I'm writing it like it has already happened. So I'm going for triple diamond this month, so I've been journaling. I am triple diamond, and when I saw the paycheck, I was so excited. So you guys could do like, I'm Ruby this month, or whatever goal you have, just write it out like it's already happened. And I just think it's so important to be pouring into yourself. And it's crazy to me that this business really is 80% mindset, but it's so true. I know my business is slow when I'm being down on myself. So when that is happening, sorry guys, my computer's. So when it is happening, like when I am being upset about something, I just know it's my mind. Like if I'm not enrolling, I'm like, it's totally in my head. I'm telling myself I can't do it. So that's why it's not happening. If you watch Morgan McIntyre, she has a video about affirmations, and it's all about the mind. I can send it in that group chat. It was really good, and it made me realize how true it is. And she has been like doing affirmations like, I am bringing in my dream client, and now she's enrolling like customers who are ordering a ton of products, because we know that the more products they use, the more results they're going to get. But sometimes we don't believe that we're able to like upsell, and usually we just sell like the coffee when we know that just buying 15 days of coffee isn't going to do a ton. So adding in the greens and a cleanse and all that good stuff. So really that's all I have for tonight is just mindset. It's all about the mindset, and as long as you're in a good headspace, this business is going to be amazing for you guys. And I am going to make that newbie video tomorrow, because I've been meaning to do it for weeks, and it's going to help. I'm just going to give tips on how to start, what to do. And I only have 10 minutes, but I'm not going to upgrade it. So I'll make that tomorrow and send it to everyone in our group. And I'm also going to make a video. If you guys know what presets are, they're just for your pictures. I use one on Instagram, and people are having troubles knowing how to like download it into the app. So I'm going to make a video on that too. And then I'll send that to you guys as well. If you guys have any questions, drop it in the chat really quick. Otherwise, I'm going to get off for the night. I'm going to stop recording actually.